what we're going to do is going to slow you down here. We're going to look. This is you here. We're going to look at where your legs are, where your body is, where your hands are. Pretty simple task. I'm going to go ahead and move this bar. And as you can see, I can go frame by frame. And we're looking at you making a turn here. That's fine. We're really going to get when you get closer. So just hang loose here. It'll be a little slow. But first thing I want you to see is your upper body here is doing what? It's following where your feet are going, right? So one thing we're going to get you to do is do upper body lower separation. We have that little drill that you can do on a box, on a carpet. And we have a lot of other drills we can do on the slopes to do that. That's the first thing. What we want is we want this upper part to be facing square down the hill, perpendicular, and your underneath part can do anything at once. All right, so let's look at that. So we got that part. All right, so we come around, and we talked about this A-frame. See the A-frame? Now you're almost out of the A-frame here. And what gets you out of it is by getting this foot over a little more. Okay, and then your foot will be where? Right outside that hip. Don't worry, I have that same problem. Used to have A-frame. Very typical. All right. One thing I'm looking for right here is seeing how high your edge is. One thing in racing is the higher edge you get, that comes from your ankle, from your knee, and then from your hips. So you're going to learn all that, and we're going to get you edging harder. So we'll do some edge drills. Okay, so you're coming through, and other thing here is where your hands are fine position for regular skiing, but for racing, we really want them like really out forward, more together, more forward. We don't want those hands to get lazy and get behind our hips. They do that, we go down. That's almost a guarantee. Okay, as you come through, you're fine. You're nice and tall. Let's check your stance here as you come by. Oh, it's lovely. Okay. So you're tilting a little bit in, but that's fine. That video on how to carve is going to really fix that. And again, these are all normal things we all go through. It's pretty nasty to get critiqued on video. All right. So here we are. Oh, we're going to catch your stance. Look at this. Nice. Now, one way we measure is where's your butt? And your butt could be a little more forward. So we want to think hip or think your forward belly button. Want to pull that forward. Pull your hands. Pulls that forward. I got a thing called a rope drill. It's kind of hilarious, but it works. It really works. It's your flex. We want to get your flex going more. That's the part right here. Okay, we want to really get those shins in, and then lift you up. Bring your hands up. Again, we're throwing a lot of in like one day, but you're there and you are basically tall. Get the head a little higher. All right, got a nice view there. Come behind. Okay, so you see right here, because we haven't taught you counter rotation there yet, or you haven't really learned it, you see how you're facing with your skis and not down the hill. So that's where you're going to get some more power and more speed. The other thing is, see how you're about on edge here. You're really getting on edge there. And you seem to be riding it. Oh, seem to be riding it. Okay, there's a good turn there. All right. Now let me go back. Pretty good. But again, you can see the foot, get them a little further out. And again, we got drills for that. Not a problem. A lot of it is thinking about what you're doing. So again, recap, what we can go over is getting your body, upper body, lower separation, get some drills to get the one leg over. We got drills for doing your edging and, riding what we call the railroad tracks on a nice slow thing. That'll build that. stance a little up forward. Now we're going to check out your the race part. See how this goes. Got the first thing right. Got the poles out in front. Let's look at this now. So you're here. I want you to get a lot more forward. Remember, we talked about when you're flat and you're parallel, and then when you go down a hill, watch what happens. See how you come back? It's just a natural. See, you can judge it by where your end of your binding is and your rear. So again, it's a normal thing. We're not. You're nice and tall there. We just got to get that forward. And get a little more flex in here. Okay, that's gonna make a big difference. Got a good push out of there. One push, and I mean, you got to push like a massive gorilla. You got to be mean, nasty, hard as you can coming out. I know that was your first run, and you weren't trying to do that. Okay. So again, see how your body's following the turn instead of trying to get a little more down the hill. But again, that's fine. We're not complaining here. Okay. So stand up a little taller. There you go. Okay. Edge. Edge. Okay. Now see how you're getting a little more rotation, and we'll go over that. There's rotation, there's edging. In GS, we use a lot more edging than rotation. Okay, so you're up. Looks like you initiated well there. Now you also learned to get closer, obviously a closer line with around this. And there is actually a pretty good turn. Your feet are closer. You can see it's way out, you know, it's right kind of where it should be for this video anyway. Okay, so we're skidding a little bit. See how you skid it? You skid it because you're still leaning. If you take this and bring this straight up, your upper body, lean. Okay, we all tend to lean into the pole. Again, notice you're not getting that butt down and in counter rotation. But again, you know, we're going to throw a lot at you. So that's what you don't have. Sorry about the lack of quality here. We definitely need a new camera. But the point is, I think you've got enough there to get you started. And that we can get that going. But you had one good turn at least in there. And again, that would be tactics. So sorry about the vid quality, but I think you can see a few things. So with tactics we can clean up. With the other things we can do that.